Welcome to another Wednesday weekly team prosperity meeting. This is a weekly team meeting that we get in right into things that can help you build your business, whether you're working on marketing, managing, education, sales. We try to touch base on things that can immediately you can take from these meetings and implement to help, grow, build, scale your business wherever you're at in that process. So we're into the later part of September. So over the next couple of months, leading into Thanksgiving and then leading into the end of the year holidays, Christmas and New Year's, you need to work extremely hard during this particular period of time to make sure you're capitalizing on the weeks where you have a lot of opportunity. So don't just let these weeks fly by and then go into the end of the year with little to nothing accomplished. Have an immediate impact on your business. And then what that does outside of the immediate impact, it's going to give you a springboard into 2023. When everybody else is kind of resetting, you're still going strong. So understand what you do now has value now as well as in the future. Couple things that are happening right now with our team. We've got the football contest going on. There's cash prizes up for grab. We've got the 12-week year that we're almost about halfway done with. We're going to start running webinar series, probably bi-weekly to start, partners and clients. So there's a bunch of stuff that we do continuously to try to help you guys take the monotony out of the building of this business, as well as assist you guys in different ways where you can bring some velocity to that build out. One of the things that we always have to do when we build a business is check the scoreboard. Numbers don't lie. So you have to make sure that you're putting numbers on the board. You have to make sure that your business is growing. If it's not growing, then you have to identify what's wrong and fix that. You can't just go down and continue to do things that aren't producing end results, because it's never going to get you to an end outcome that you want, and you're eventually going to drift and quit. So remember, yes, in the beginning, you concentrate on activity, the things that you control, but after a while, you have to make sure the numbers are being put up on the board and that the time investment you put into this business has a return. Another thing that we need to make sure that we're aware of as we're building our business, we live in an age where information and data flies continuously at us all day long. So if you think like 1, 2 automated reminders are going to, do the job, they don't. So you need to make sure that, whatever automated notifications go out, that you increase the percentages of things like show by creating awareness. Make sure that you have automation with personal reminders, and really you can't notify or remind people too much. I mean, like I said, the more that you notify, the more that you create awareness, the higher those show rates get, and the higher the show rates get, the more the end outcomes start to become positive for you. As you're going through the business cycle as an entrepreneur, one of the things that you have to understand and really digest is you can't get too high and you can't get too low. You got to stay even keel, because it's a roller coaster ride. And if you allow your emotions to get the best of you, it's going to be a struggle. So once again, stay even keel, understanding that you're putting in the work, you're letting it compound over X period of time, and you're going to get to that end point. We do that and we stay even keel because we have a turnkey business system here. And really, when you look at that, it's plug and play, it's predictable, it's profitable. So you just have to plug into it, follow the lead of what's working, and create your business. Some of the ways that you're going to increase your business and some of the ways that you need to increase your business is learn how to talk about your business. Don't be a secret agent. Build word of mouth business for your business. When you're talking about yourself, your business, showing interest in other people's businesses, networking, it's all about making sure that you're out there opening conversations and finding the appropriate parties that you can network with or that you can help, and making sure that you're having enough of those conversations, because word of mouth also connects into identifying new opportunities. When you're out there networking with people, everybody's doing different things. They could possibly help you with your business. You could possibly help them with their business. But by networking and talking about your business and having word of mouth opportunities for your business, this identifies new opportunities to grow your business. So if you're kind of not out there, not talking about yourself, not building your brand, not networking, those new opportunities are not going to fall into your lap. And the final thing I'll say before we really get into today's lesson and today's topic is that social media, you don't have to expand across all social media platforms. If you don't like one, don't participate in it. But what I'm telling you is your business model has to include social media. Social media is a great opportunity to go out there and identify people in your persona, talk to them with messages that resonate with them. It's a great opportunity to network. Social media has to be an integral part of your business plan going forward. And like I said, you don't have to be across all platforms in the beginning. Pick out one or two that you're comfortable with, that you know that are working for other people, and just work it. Last week, you guys, we talked about how to handle objections, how to handle objections, and objections are common concerns that prospects raise throughout the sales process. These objections can occur during marketing, lead generation, nurturing, deal closing stages, wherever you're at, and they're typically related to price, priority, lack of knowledge, time, and or some type of irritation from the other side. So once again, these are always in the YouTube channel, the Facebook group. We have a LinkedIn group now. So, these are out there. So as your partners come in, they're looking for ways to have on-demand learning. This is what we're trying to put out there. And this week, like I told you guys, we're going to talk about how do I win? We're just going to go over some things, have a general conversation about how do you really win at this business? How do you win as an entrepreneur? And how do you position yourself to make sure that you're going to win? First of all, there is a personal success equation. So when you're looking at what you're trying to do, if you have no passion for what you're doing, you're not going to be successful. That passion combined with the talent, adding those together times the association and action plus faith is your personal success equation. So if the business is not something you're passionate about, it's going to be hard for you to do those things we're asking. Go out and talk about it, network, because if you like what you do, it's a lot easier to talk about it. So understand that you need to be passionate about either what you can do for yourself, what you can do for your clients, what you can do for the financial landscape of this country, working individual by individual or family by family. You're in a bull market in financial services. And if you don't understand that, that's the first thing to understand, is that right now, people are, wanting to learn how money works. They understand that financial literacy and financial wellness and all this stuff wasn't taught in schools. They're understanding that they have an opportunity to map out desired income. So you have a portion of the population that really wants financial education, financial wellness. They want the services and the things that we provide. You're in a bull market. So from an aerial or a macro point of view, you're in a good place as far as the industry. You combine that with the fact that we have technology. Remember, a lot of the reasons people don't get to an end goal, especially in things like finance, is because there's so many roadblocks, obstacles, blind spots. They really don't have a consistency to see it out. When you add technology in the mix that does all the hard work and keeps us on that plan or path, makes things a lot easier. So you're combining that macro opportunity for financial services with superior technology inside that industry. And that creates an extremely rare opportunity where the money game meets technology. And when you start to understand that and start to understand what we can actually do for people, once again, in that success equation, the passion should come in. You get obsessed with helping people, then you're going to win at this, because that mission-based mentality and action that you have is going to lead you to success. Also, financial wellness, as far as, overall inside businesses, look at this. 60% of employees say financial matters and money challenges are their number one fear. We always talk about this. If you've got somebody working that has financial stress, that's 24/7, that can be as bad or worse than having somebody has, alcoholism, drug addiction there. They're not performing at their highest productive level because they're worried about, how am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay this car note? I'm 2 months behind on this. So what you have to understand, and how you win in a business like this, you're not out there selling people, you're serving people. Relationships equal transactions. And once you start to understand that, this business becomes a lot easier. And then you can put yourself in a position where you feel confident to believe in something that we're doing. And if you believe in something, you need to bet big. You need to bet your professional life. And you need to work with the people, once you made that commitment, who actually deserve your time, not just need your time. Your time as an investment has to get a return. And the way that you also win is understand that leadership is everything. And that's everything times 1,000. Once you come in and learn this business, you are able to create a system where you become a leader and build other leaders. Remember, if we're working on, interactions with clients one-on-one, there's only so much time in the day. There's only so many people we can help. We go back to the mission and build distribution. Now we have a widespread net where we're influencing hundreds, if not thousands of people every single day. you have to set goals for yourself, and those goals have to be, timely. They can't be so far in the future that it allows you to postpone results and reset that time again and again and again. That's why so many people fail. They're always looking for the next time. Well, we're getting ready to go into the holidays. I'll start after the holidays. I'll start after this. I've got a trip coming up. I'll start after that. Start today. Tomorrow is just a loser's excuse, not if it can happen, but how it will happen and what does it look like. The same thing that we're teaching our clients. Hey, what does that end destination look like? Where are you at? Who are you with? How does it feel? Same thing for you. When you accomplish your goals, what is it going to look like? Where are you? Who are you with? How does it feel? Stop worrying. Even on your worst days as an entrepreneur building your business, you need to think about the mission. You need to think about things that you control and stop worrying. Focus on what you want to happen. The law of attraction works in both ways. So if you're worrying out there about A, B, C, whatever it might be, you're just praying for what you don't want to happen. So the laws of attraction work. Focus on what you want to happen, and always keep in mind what you control and what you don't. How you win is that you solve problems or serve a need. We've been talking about this. Successful businesses do that. Well, we've already identified a huge need and we've identified a huge problem with a legit solution. So how you win just comes in how you organize your thought process, your action. How would you in a normal business environment where you're brand new, why would someone follow you, me, your company? Where, the trust, strength of character, competence, connections. There's not going to be anything in this business or in life as a perfect leader, but we can do a really good job with commitment and consistency. If you show up every day, you're willing to put the effort out there. Not only is that going to benefit you, that's going to set the example for your organization. So yes, we're not going to be perfect, but we come with commitment and consistency and we set the pace. And then you have the wow moments. You need to be inspired. You need to increase your commitment, and you need to have resilient determination. You always do that by identifying two things: the mission of what we're doing for the client and the partner side, and then what that entails for you as far as opportunity. You're in the business of money. And we talked about this a little bit ago. Financial services in a bull market, fintech inside that industry gives us advantages, but really you need to understand that people are desperate in financial terms for ways to get ahead. So as more information comes out about how financial institutions, the financial industry basically rips us off, the more you know and the more that you can teach other people, the more outcomes start to come. So you're in the business of money. Really what that means is you got to get the word out. And the word is not about products, services. The word is how to get ahead. If you want to get ahead, if you want something, financially speaking, it's a mathematical equation. No matter if it's debt elimination, asset accumulation, financial freedom, it's a mathematical equation. Once people understand that, it's easier to get a plan of action and execute that plan of action. So our mission is to get out there and make sure people understand that you don't have to just settle for what's right in front of you. You can create alternate outcomes that you actually want. We teach you how to get ahead. And it's important because look at this. I mean, this is a few years old, but in 2019 alone, $307 billion was lost just by not knowing, personal finance. Cost Americans $307 billion. Think about that was rerouted back into retirement plans, asset accumulation, debt elimination. What would that mean to an individual or family? So understand, people are messing up, not because they want to, they just don't have the right information. You need to replace the bad information with the right information. Once you do that, they can start making new decisions and action steps. Because being a sucker is a choice. Whether people want to believe that or not, it definitely is. Stop being a sucker is also a choice. So what you have to understand is the way that you win in a business like this is to teach people how to get ahead and to teach people how not to get stuck in that same cycle or trap so many people fall into. There's opportunity, and how you win is identify opportunities. So how do you make the biggest impact right now? That's what you have to decide with your personality, with your infrastructure, with your resources. How do you make the biggest impact on a daily, hourly, weekly business or basis, however you're going to identify it? You have the resources, you have the tools to create a life that you want and a desired life that you and your clients want. You have to get motivated. Once you identify opportunity, you have to get motivated and take massive action. If you identify opportunity and never take massive action, that's called future regrets that are starting to pile up. And understand that retirement is a whole new paradigm for a lot of people. So what does that really mean for us? Well, it means that number one, depending on how old the client is that you're working with, Social Security has to change, including payouts and eligibility age. People are going to have to work longer if they don't have a plan of action to execute, because we teach retirement is not age 65. Retirement's not age 67. Retirement's not an age if you prepare. Once again, retirement, financial freedom is a mathematical equation. Once you have income from your passive assets that can cover your standard of living, in my book, you're financially free. So once again, everything comes back to education, math matters, and then combining those two things with technology makes it easy. Changes. Remember, changes equal opportunity, right? So long-term care, the only government assistance is available for very low income through Medicaid. Well, how many of us are going to need long-term care? A lot of us, guys. So if you don't, one of the things that we have to do is get ready for whatever life throws at us. Changes equal opportunities. For the first time in history going forward, our retirement tax rate will be higher than our working tax rate. So that's a paradigm shift. How do people need to be prepared for that? They need to educate themselves and have a plan of action that shields them from as much tax liability as possible. Because like we talk about, it doesn't matter whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, we all feel we can spend our money better than the government can. And once again, challenges in today's society equals opportunities. Opportunities for entrepreneurs are big chances to go out there. And like I said, entrepreneurs solve problems. When you solve big problems, you get big rewards. And then as far as a business opportunity, I think we do the best job for the consumer in terms of the way we lead with value-based proposition, education, guides. We have a level playing field for somebody to come in. We all start at the same exact spot, and we have the best income opportunity. Once again, if you're mission-based and you want to help people, the money is going to follow in this business. And that's really how you win. You get behind the mission. You help people help themselves. You help yourself first, and then look to help others. Remember, if you're out there teaching something that you're not implementing on your own, it's going to fall through. It's going to be shallow. People are going to be able to see that. There's a ripple effect. People need you. People want you. Can they find you? Do you want to be found? You need to be seen. You need to be heard. You need to get the word out on how to get ahead. When you're in the business, you have the opportunity to help others, have fun, make money. That's a pretty good combination, or recipe for a decent business, you guys. So what you have to identify is, what are you doing on a day-to-day basis? When was the last time you actually did something for the first time? When was the last time you broke out of that comfort zone, did something a little bit uncomfortable? Because like we talk about over and over and over again, professionally or personally, all the growth comes outside the comfort zone. Remain in the comfort zone, there's no growth. You got to invest in your business. I'm not talking about monetarily. That comes as your business starts to build and you have income. Yes, invest it to grow and scale your business, but invest in yourself. That means start to learn, start to implement, start to try new things, not next week, not tomorrow, but now. The quicker that you get in the mentality of doing stuff right then and there, the easier it is to become a habit. If you procrastinate, it also becomes a habit. Whatever you choose to do, your brain loves repetition. Train your brain correctly. And then just act. Don't think about things too much. Just take action steps. That's what we want from our clients. That's what we want from our partners. That's what we want from ourselves, is be decisive, take action steps, move the ball forward. Just stop waiting. You don't want to, there's something being, reactive or proactive. We don't want to be reactive, just sitting around waiting for things to happen. We want to be proactive, trying to initiate, making things happen. Go out and make things happen. Be the one that has the spark. Like I always tell you guys, if you're trying to hire the perfect candidate, first of all, be that perfect candidate. And then just go out there and execute. Remember, the bridge that connects strategy to success is execution. If you have a great strategy plan and you have this great, goals or motivating factors, but you don't execute, there's no bridge. So you'll never reach the other side. You absolutely have to execute your plan of action. And that plan of action really comes from three areas. You have to have direction, clarity, and morale. And once you have those three things, it creates a circle. And that circle is like a circle of freedom. It creates money, independence, and legacy. So once you start to put all this together with the business model, it's easy to understand, what am I doing now? How do I grow into the next roles? And remember, as you're doing that, you've got a ton of help. You have to have commitment. And that commitment is not just something that's in and out, here today, gone tomorrow, because that commitment has to absolutely come with consistency. Remember, the Hall of Fame doesn't come from one good season. It comes from a collection of good seasons. A little time and consistency can build a great foundation for something with meaning. If you come in and work your butt off for 30 days, take a few weeks off, come back, that start and stop motion never works. It's like you never even started in the first place. So understand that if you're going to come in, bring consistency, bring grit to the table. There's some key elements for the ingredients for success. Consistency and commitment are definitely two. In your personal plan, guys, how do you win? You create a personal plan that keeps you busy enough so that your business builds, and you teach other people how to do that. What does that mean? 12 to 15 appointments per week. That's what you want to build up to. If you can get up to 12 to 15 appointments, your business will start, growing. It will start scaling. It will do all the things that you want it to do. You have to build up to this. And what does this actually mean? We talked about this time and time again. An appointment is someone with a reason to do something. You get 12 to 15 people on your calendar every week with a reason to do something, your business is going to take off. You have to build up to this. And then you get there by front loading your business. So getting the word out, how to get ahead, getting the guides out, getting the education meetings booked. If you don't have enough people coming through, the quote unquote front door of your virtual business, all the rest of the stuff never happens. You have to front load your business. You have to get good at marketing, networking, conversating, just talking to people about what you do, why you do it, talk about what they do, put it all together, guys. Just contact business. That's what we're in. Boring makes you money. You guys, I don't know if you ever played Texas No Limit Hold'em poker, but if you play like you're supposed to, especially in a tournament like format, it's pretty boring because there's a lot of folds. Same thing here. Boring makes you money. You're doing the same thing every day. The daily activity, your follow-up, the approach of your follow-up, all of these things is consistently gonna build your business. You're in the contact business. That's your number one priority. So if you take one thing away from today's lesson, it's that if you want to win in a business like this, you're in a contact business. That's your number one priority. You have to learn to talk about yourself, your business, how you help people, why you do what you do, etc. That creates momentum. Just like everything else, marketing, conversations, recruiting, activity, just like our money compounds, and we teach people, what a gigantic factor and force that is, so does activity. And then once you start to create momentum, surround yourself with like-minded people. Success is a group activity. And then the last few slides I just want to hit upon, if you want to go out and service clients, that's great. Then you're going to build production and you'll be able to help those clients, however many you can help over X period of time. If your mission is to build distribution and change the financial landscape of this country, then you're going to have to do some of that with recruiting, because if you want to go fast, you can go alone. If you want to go far, you need a team. You have to surround yourself with people, the right people, because really what that means is you're always one partner away from explosive growth. And yes, that has positive ramifications for your income and your revenue, but what that means for the mission is we start to service more people. We start to get in front of more people. We start to change more people's financial picture. So what you have to understand is that the business works. That's proven time and time again. You got to fix yourself. So what that means is if you have a lack of focus, if you have a lack of positivity, that's going to bring issues into your business. And if you have issues in your business, you kind of start to revert back like a panic management style. That's not going to do anything good for you. So what you want to make sure that you do is understand what gets in your way of success: lack of clarity, lack of motivation, the wrong associations, bad habits, self-doubt. So you want to make sure identify what's working for you, what's not working for you, what's holding you back, and fix the things that are holding you back, because lack of forward momentum basically feels like the walls are closing in, and too much of that lack of forward momentum and too much of that feeling that the walls are closing in, you're just going to hit the eject button, quit, start something all over again, and restart this whole entire cycle. We always ask our clients, where do you want to be in X period of time? You want to be asking yourself that too, because you can't take yourself on a route or a pathway if you don't know where you're going. I tell my clients, hey, if you don't know where you're going, you don't need me to help you get there, because we don't know where we're trying to get to. Same thing here with yourself. Where are you going to be in 5 years? That's 60 months. It's over 1,800 days, 43,000 hours, 2.6 million minutes. So understand time is an investment. What are you going to do with your time over X period of time, the coming weeks, months, years, whatever it might be? This is an opportunity. We're trying to explain how you win. And we'll continue to build on this each and every week because, like I said, the business works. If you fix yourself and identify your strengths and weaknesses, identify what's holding you back, remove those obstacles, you have a golden opportunity here to create a lifestyle for yourself, your partners, and your clients where it's a win-win-win situation.